Why is curling such a passion for Canadian farmers? We think we know. In farming and curling, the idea is the same. It's about friends and family, teamwork, using the right tools, and getting it done under pressure. That's why New Holland and Pioneer Hybrid are proud to support Curling Canada, helping to grow the game we love. From your team at New Holland and Pioneer Hybrid, here's to success in the field and fun in the rink.
Every day you go new places. A small change in how you do things, or moving your things to a whole new town, or many things to many towns all at once. No matter how small the move, it can be a big leap from where you are now. You've got it in you to go new places. So do we. We go there every day. We're here to help you move to places on the map, in the mind, in the heart, or all three.
Go new places with AMJ Campbell. Contact us at 888-AMJ-MOVE or amjcampbell.com.
I believe hard work and honest sweat are the building blocks of a person's character.
I believe farming nurtures the close family ties that make life rich in ways money can't buy.
I believe that true happiness comes from watching your crops ripen in the field, your children grow tall in the sun, your whole family feel the pride that springs from their shared experience.
I believe in farming because it makes all this possible. Long before the snow begins to melt, planning for the seeding season is underway. Start seeding off strong by using the right drill for the job. New Holland's P2082 disc drill precisely and consistently places seed and fertilizer for rapid nutrient uptake, and it does it all in one pass. Experience equal and even emergence through the innovation of New Holland. To learn more, visit your local New Holland dealer.
We have lead Xander Elms. The second is Puneet Shaniti. The third, Connor Duhame. And the skip is Pat Ferris. And they will be going up against Team Epping, Craig Saville. Second is Brent Lang. Third is Matt Cam. And the skip is John Epping. Game is just about to begin here, Pete.
Couple good draws here, Mary, in the draw closest to the button. That's how they determine the hammer at the provincials here. Brent Lang of Team Epping covered most of the button, but was still outdrawn by his opponent. So Ferris will start with the hammer today.
Wow, we thought for sure that Langer got that one.
We've got 4 other games on the ice at this time, all men's games. The ladies start tonight. On sheet A, it's Howard versus Dow. On sheet B, former teammates, Ballston versus Bice. On sheet D, Thomas versus Durrell. And on sheet E, McDonald looking to continue his undefeated streak versus Retchless. Craig got us started there with the center guard.
So I'm just looking at the standings here, Pete. After 2 draws, we've got Glenn Howard and Scott McDonald both top of the scoreboard there with 2-0. Then we have a pile of the teams at 1-1. Charlie Thomas, John Epping, Greg Balston, Colin Dow, Rob Retchless, and Pat Ferris. And then it's 0-2 right now, Mark Bice and Dana Durrell. But it is very early in the week. Things will definitely be changing.
Speaking of changing, they had to change rocks down at the far end there. Your 2-time world champion, Craig Saville, threw the wrong color. Might be a veteran move if he doesn't like one of his stones. You know, say you've got a bad one, you can always throw the other teams. It's one way around it. I wouldn't put that past Craig.
Hey, we've all done it, right?
Now, we caught this Ferris team a bit to finish up our last draw. They actually took Howard to an extra end. Really impressive. Almost went steal to win the game.
Yeah, and John Epping, he dropped his first game here this week, and maybe a little surprising.
Yeah, it's funny. He comes in as probably the co-favorite with Glenn, and people just expect them to go undefeated or whatever. But there's a lot of there's a lot of parity in the field.
Right.
They see enough of this one, so instead of freezing, they've asked Craig to throw board weight and actually kill the stone.
Looks like they're getting a little curl in the ice here, Pete. I haven't been here. This is my first day here. It's looking nice.
Yeah, the ice has been very consistent. I mean, it's true arena ice, and that if you throw it a little too hard, it's just not going to curl enough. It's very weight sensitive, as it should be. It's good to test the player's skill set. And it doesn't have that, you know, sort of fake artificial curl at the end where you don't have to earn it. Like,
right.
Some good brushing there to make contact with the stone. That was way out there. Unfortunately, did not kill the Epping rock. So an opportunity here for second stone of Team Epping. Brett Lang to hit and lie 2. Brent just recently turned 40, Mary.
He did?
You need to get a wife like his for his birthday gift. His wife, Jennifer Jones, took him down to Pebble Beach in the Napa Valley.
No,
It's
really?
a pretty good birthday present.
That's wonderful. So he married a bit of an older woman? A couple of years older, Jennifer.
Slightly, but I'm not the one who said that. I'm glad you did. I'm smarter than that, Mary.
I know. No, I have nothing but good to say about Jennifer Jones. She's certainly done a ton for this game.
Yeah, she's not only an amazing player, but just a great ambassador for the game.
Yeah.
No. Left-hander here.
Connor! Whoa.
This is what we found at the start of every game. Like, this is only our 3rd game, but teams, especially in this spot, they're not adjusting. It's a little straighter there with the weight, and almost every time they're trying to use that high side sweeper instead of using the sweeper that could hold the rock instead.
Right.
Good opportunity here for Epping to draw around the center guard in lie 2.
Whoa! Always salve. Always salve.
So Pete, you work a lot, obviously, with the Grand Slams. You see a lot of these elite teams all the time. You've really gotten to know them. Team Epping, with the new front end, they've been a little up and down this year, but what are your thoughts on?
Yeah, it's been funny because probably one thing as an outsider you think that acquiring a veteran front end like Brent and Craig would do is maybe add some consistency, But you look at their record this year, in the slams, they've made a semifinal, a final, and they won the Grand Slam Masters. They also won the Shorty Jenkins, beating Brad Jacobs in the final. But they've had 5 spiels they haven't even qualified in this year, which is incredible at their level.
Right. Yeah.
This is just going to whisker the guard. So yeah, to your point, like they're number 6 year to date, and I think they'd be fairly happy with that. But it's the way that they've gotten there that's fairly strange.
Right.
Even in their last event, they came out of the Seaside, but then once they got out of the sea, they got rolling. Beat Cooey in the quarterfinals. They got a real fortunate break in the first end for a steal of 3.
Yeah.
Cooey's last rock pick, but they turned that into a final appearance. So looking to ride some of that momentum here.
Well, I would have to think there'd be some sort of slight intimidation bringing on the legends as a front end. I know Epping, you know, he's got a lot of experience. He's still a young guy. He did win this event last year, but there must be a little bit, you know.
You mean intimidating other teams?
No.
Just
when you have a front end coming on like that has so much experience and success, it might be slightly, you know, trying to get used to, you know, do they feel I'm doing a good job as a skip, etc.
Yeah, there'd be definitely some of that. And then Brent's a totally different player than Pat, who they had at second. And Timmy's skill set's probably a little bit different from Craig's. So they have to probably modify their strategy a little bit. I mean, let's be honest. They've only been playing together really for 3 or 4 months, right? So
it does take a while.
That guard just came up a little short, and in doing so, it left the back one exposed. A good opportunity here for Ferris to get out of trouble, but this looks not ideal.
Hard. Really hard.
Yeah, there's a lost opportunity there for sure.
Yeah, just threw that one a little wide and heavy, not a great combo, and now a real opportunity for Epping to put some pressure on Team Ferris. They've called this one in the rings. They're probably more concerned about the line than the weight, I would think. I've hung out with these guys quite a bit on tour. They get along pretty well. Matt Cam really never leaves his hotel room.
Is that right?
No, he likes to hang out. He's a gamer, so he does a lot of stuff there.
Yeah.
Craig and Brent still sneak in the occasional drink, and John picks his spots. They do seem to get along well, which the amount of time they spend together on the road is very important.
Oh, God, it's so important. Matt just putting up a little guard here. Nice placement.
Connor's going to be asked to make the double peel here. He might even get lucky and get one of the ones in the rings back there, which would be helpful.
A little less than 3/4.
A new father. Connor and his wife had a baby very recently.
They did, yes.
Oh, that's a disaster.
It is, yeah.
Now on this one, John will definitely go all the way in. Basically be double guarded. Tough start for Team Ferris so far. I think Pat would gladly give Epping one right now and move on.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'm not sure. They seem to have struggled with this ice early. I don't know what the other sheets are doing, but like you say, they got into a couple of straight spots there and not forgiving.
More or less, they're just overthrowing it a little bit.
Yeah.
That's been the common theme we've seen, like draws or even those in-between shots. If you give them any extra weight, they're going to run, which is a trademark of arena ice.
Yeah.
Never had that problem with my intern. I turned it so much that it didn't matter what weight I threw, it would curl. A real opportunity here for Epping.
Keep the line.
It's pretty much perfect. Pat is in a little bit of trouble. May want to sue his team for lack of support this end.
So what do you think? Do you try to double peel these out, Pete, or do you try a run back, or what do you think his options are? I know they're not good.
He's not allowed to start over, right? That's another thing. He's looking to see if there's a hole.
Mm-hmm.
I think there potentially is.
If you kick it open, he's got to.
And just listening to Pat,
He's gonna have to re-guard, right?
his thought is if he tries the hole and misses,
Try the hole.
it's essentially like peeling the guard with higher upside.
Right.
So I'm just thinking like.
I think a lot of teams would play the run back,
Solid board.
make sure you hit it high, get that double peel.
Yeah.
Straight
Opening up the wide side, like it would be Pat's intern side, doesn't do a whole lot for them.
Right.
Okay.
Still has to draw the button no matter what here, right
Yeah,
now,
for
as
sure.
it sits. Not an ideal way to start your game, though. Going through.
No.
Obviously the miss is ticking the yellow.
These shots were easier a few years ago when you had those brooms where they're like joysticks and you can manipulate the
Joysticks.
rocks through holes.
Yeah, that was quite the year with those brooms, wasn't it?
What do you guys
I would have
think
liked
of
the curl that year. I think it could have made something.
Come on, Pete, don't be so hard on yourself.
I'm up here for a reason.
I think it's because you like to talk more than you like to curl. What do you think?
Could be that.
Yeah.
Could be that. Pat throwing left-hander, throwing his intern through the hole here.
Get ready. Xander! 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 Whoa!
It's not bad. Oh, he's through. He's through.
Through the hole. What a great shot.
Wow. What a beauty.
And did remove it far enough that Eli's second shot. That was key there. Great
Oh my
shot by
God.
Pat Ferris to start this game.
What a saver. He was in big trouble there, Pete. That was a great shot.
Perfect weight. So now Epping's going to guard the hole. There will be an intern tap, though.
Just have a look at this. Just gets by both guards.
What would you say, man? Probably 2 inches on each side?
Oh, yeah.
At
the
most.
most.
At most.
And the beauty of this is he's sitting right in front of that blue rock now, so he's basically out of trouble.
Yeah, the most he's ever going to give up is one now, and that's
Yeah.
just like you lost the hammer, which is not a
Exactly.
big deal.
Yeah. So what's Epping doing here, Pete?
She's trying to take that shot away.
Okay.
Guard the hole. John, you can see he's got a bit of a lazy out. His outturn curls a lot more than most right-handers for sure.
Yeah, that actually had a lot of curl on it.
I don't really want to go much wider than this because I don't know if it Epping took here to go there.
So we got a draw for one here. He's going out to a fresh path, but they did throw this in practice a little bit, so he's got a bit of a feel for it.
He did draw the pin in practice. If he was the one throwing it, I don't know if he was or not, Pete, but this shot's definitely there.
It looks way small on the other end. What do you guys like? So I'm assuming they at least threw to the edge of the 8. They were taking like kind of more middle. Do you guys like exactly practice, or do you like a couple feet more? Might try to give you like 2 more feet than that last practice one.
Really good discussion there, trying to nail down what draw weight they're hoping to throw. He's out in a little bit of a fresh path, he said, so he's going to try to add a couple feet.
Yep. I think so.
I think he missed his line slightly.
Yeah, he just got
take a
inside that line.
But they have run here for a
Xander's
little.
in. Hard, guys. Hard, guys, line. Hard.
Decent attempt, but to steal a one. The way that end was played, Mary, I think Ferris is probably content with that.
I think he feels like that's a win because it certainly was not looking good for that team until he threw that first rock. So after one end of play, we have a score of 1-0 for Team Epping. Ferris has hammer going into the second. Pete, something I noticed about the men's versus the women's, especially in that discussion he had in the hack about the timing. A lot of these guys don't go by stopwatches. They don't go by split times. And I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we both played in an era where we did not rely on the watch too much. It got to a point where people were constantly relying on it. Now in the men's game, you hardly see it at all. I mean, they'll have it out there, but they don't really use it as a form of communication. They'd rather, once the guy gets draw weight, tell him to add 2 feet here, take some off here, which I think is a better way than just throwing these random numbers out, because everyone throws the rock differently, so these numbers don't necessarily apply.
No, they don't. I think stopwatches are great to time the ice. But I think like most curlers are, you're a field player. You have the feel for draw weight. I can't compute a number to a feel. So
yeah, it gets even sillier when they're doing it for hits. Like give me a 9.0. What's the difference there? It's going to curl what, 1/4 of an inch different? Like
yeah.
Our out of town scoreboard here. No, our other sheets. Big start for Team Howard. Kicked the field goal in the first end. They lead Team Dow 3-0. And Team Ballston continues their hot streak with a 2 in the first end versus Bice. Bice has the hammer. McDonald was forced to 1 in the first by Retchless. And on our final game, Thomas was also forced by Durrell. They lead 1-0 after 1. One thing I find impressive with Team Ferris this year is how much they've played. They've played 8 events.
Really?
This is their 52nd game of the season. They're 31-20. Very respectable record, and they've qualified in 7 of the 8 events. And I think that play is shown throughout their first 2 games, beating, Greg Ballston's a great player, and then they pushed the 17-time champion to the limit. So.
Now, do you know if this is a brand new team with the 4 Ferris guys?
I believe it could be. Really good shot there by Craig. Well managed by the sweepers. Being the 5-rock rule, you're allowed to remove your own stone, so they could play the run back here. Probably just going to draw, though.
Yeah, Team Ferris is 35th ranked in the World Curling Tour right now, 7th in Ontario.
Yeah, they've had a good season. They haven't won any events, but they've made 4 semifinals and a final. This has got to go. Staggering the guards is not ideal. John's going to throw a long center here, try to protect his rock on the button.
It was definitely a draw to the button path. I guess he might have got wider than I was.
This time a year ago, Brent was off to the Olympics.
Well, Pete, I was telling you earlier about when I was making up the bios for these curlers, and between Glenn Howard and Brent Lang, I was astounded when I had it all written on paper what Brent Lang here has accomplished in this game.
Yeah, a lot of people wouldn't know, but Brent he's won the 2nd most Grand Slams in history behind Kevin Martin.
Crazy.
He picked up 1 this year. He's won with, I believe, 4 different skips. He might have won with John Morris for sure, obviously with Glenn Howard.
Yeah,
he picked 1 up with Kevin Martin.
He has won 12 provincial titles.
Yeah.
Brent Lang. 2002 with John Morris. Then a big run with Glenn Howard, 2006 to 2013 inclusive.
Yeah, they had 8 in a row.
Yeah. And then 2014, 15, 16 with Kevin Cooey.
And they probably had a pretty good chance of winning last year as well, but they were in the Olympics, so they did not play the playdowns.
Yeah.
This is a real nice, smart call by Pat. A lot of teams would have thrown that really hard. He almost got a raise split out of that because of the weight that he called. That's a very veteran call, keeping all of his yellows around. The blue one is still obviously buried, but it's early in the end. It's only second stone right now, so. Danielle and I talked about it last night. What are your thoughts on the week, Mary? Our favorites are obviously Epping and Howard. Who else do you feel has a chance to maybe be around on Sunday?
Well, I would say my 4 picks, top 4, because this is the Page playoff system, right? So, definitely Howard and Epping. I would think Scott McDonald, who's had a tremendous year so far and is, so far doing well here this week. I would definitely pick him, and I'm going to have to go with Charlie Thomas as well. He's the import here this week from Alberta.
He's the importer, is it, Casey? I'm still waiting to see. Still waiting to see Casey's place in Ontario. He hasn't invited me over yet. I think I have to buy a ticket to Charlottetown to go see it.
Yeah, we have a couple of imports on that team, but obviously a very, very strong team. So that would be my 4 picks, Pete.
Yeah, I think that's quite common. Charlie is a very underrated player, a 2-time world junior champion.
Yeah.
He lost the Alberta provincial final to Kevin Cooey. He's played a lot in the slams, and he's actually a mixed doubles Canadian champion as well.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
That one didn't do a whole lot for them. They're hoping for a double peel there, or a double run. Epping still looking to probably cap the center off, though. I don't see John in a ball cap very much, but he wore it this morning and they won their game, so it could be a superstitious thing for him.
Yes, Ferris in a little bit of trouble here again. Nothing too serious, but I think once John puts this rock in play, they're going to have to start cleaning something up, I think. Third, Matt Cam.
Matt narrowly missed out on winning the Canadian Juniors. He lost the final in, I believe, 2011 to Braden Muscowie, who's had a very successful career. He's over in Sweden right now with Matt Dunstone representing Canada in the World Cup. I think they're going to set a record for consumption over in Sweden. Those guys like to get it done on and off the ice.
What do you like?
Yeah, I actually met Muscowie, I guess this year, talking about our podcast and everything, and he says, I think I was born 20 years too late, because he hears the stories of when we curled. And he says, I think I really would have enjoyed curling back then.
Yeah, he's a throwback player, as is Matt Dunstone.
It's rolling.
It's a good shot to open things up. A real unfortunate bump up there, because now that blue is buried. And second shot, but still it cleared up the center there. Yeah, there's not too many teams who have that approach anymore. It's such a serious game now with the Olympics.
Yeah.
They're drinking more protein now than they are alcohol. Probably best for the sport, though.
Oh, I think so, yeah. The sport does have a bit of a reputation for enjoying their beverages.
Whoa. Whoa, you're okay. Whoa, you're okay.
I don't think so either, so I guess you got to throw more.
Matt just throwing up another guard here.
Go right to the line, Langer.
That's a good life, eh? When you can just lob guards down the sheet. You
Yeah.
get Saville and Lang sweeping them for you.
Doesn't get any better.
Keep going. Good.
Matt's a previous 2-time champion of this Tankard. He actually won it in 2015 with Mark Keane, and they defeated John Epping in the final.
Yes, I do remember that game. John narrowly missed an intern double run to win. Another attempt here. They could go blue onto yellow onto shot rock is a possibility here. That's a great shot. I mean, it
Yeah.
got that rock off the button and actually tapped the other one open. There's a double now. But Team Epping does lie 3.
Just kind of edge on edge,
But it opens up the 4 foot in the button now for Pat.
Yeah, John's going to try to lob one behind these sort of corner guards.
Just kind of top 8, edge on edge with that yellow, just so that.
So we'll just keep playing it that way.
I'm thinking it's a couple feet slower in here. What do you think?
We do have a question here from Susan Yipley about the Alberta imports on the women's side, and she's obviously referring to Team Holman. There's been some controversy there. From what my understanding is with the rule is if you're a student living out of province, you can compete in what was your home province. Rachel's from Ottawa originally, so that is the way they've gone around that rule. I know there's more and more discussion about this all the time because Joanne obviously is their import player. I think something's going to have to be addressed moving forward because no other country limits their players and where they have to play out of. Canada's the only one. And as we saw at the last Olympics, the rest of the world's catching up, so we may have to look at the way we're doing things here.
Yeah, I agree. It's you know, it's just so traditional with the Brier and the Scotties that, you know, all the teams are representing the province. They live in the province they're representing. But, you know, it's like anything, things evolve and change, and I guess you have to go with it.
Yeah, people in curling tend not to embrace change too much, would be my experience. That was a nice come around there by John. Perfect control of his weight.
So what do you do here, Pete?
Stay is the most important.
He's got 2 choices. Some teams would draw here, and the reason they would draw is because the odds are he's going to be drawing on his next one. So you might as well get in that practice throw, if you will.
Right.
He's decided to hit, and the last thing he told Connor is he absolutely has to stay. Or he might not have a path into the 4 foot after John throws his next one. So
yeah, I'm guessing just a nice control little backline hack weight here.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of ice here, so I don't think he'd be throwing this too hard.
No, definitely has to stick around. Rolls are never easy though.
Oh, yes!
Pat Ferris's first shot here in the second end.
That's a real good shot. Real nice weight there. And they're able to sweep it and hold on to it. Not only is it shot rock, it's a little bit buried.
Yeah, I think it's about half, but half buried. John can get at it, but like you say, Pete, at least now Pat will have a shot to score
absolutely.
a point.
He's opened up the whole 4 foot.
Yeah.
John's not going to mess around with this one. He's just going to try to peel it out.
Well, Pat's been saving the day here so far.
Yeah, I mean, his shot in the first end's the best shot I've seen here this week.
Yeah.
Give me the exact ice.
Nice clean throw there. So Epping's done their job. I mean, after 2 ends, they started without the hammer. Now they've wrestled away the hammer with a tie score. Assuming that Pat makes this.
Which I think is almost what
Be much better for our broadcast if he does.
Well, he had to throw this. Of course, it was going the other way, the first end, so he will have a pretty good idea, I think, here of draw weight.
And this was their path for closest to the button, so they should have a real good handle on this. They're always easier from up here, though.
Oh, yeah. This may look easy, but he's drawing against some of the best teams in the world. So
not at all. Not at all.
Sweepers are not looking at this. I think it's okay, Pete.
Yeah, so you got to judge weight. I'm a horrible judge of weight. That's your job up here.
It's okay.
And you are correct.
Yeah. All right. Nice draw by Pat Ferris to tie this game up.
Real good job of Pat communicating there. He knew, he felt like he was there on his own.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Veteran call.
So Pat needs to get his players making a few more, or the Epping team making a few less here. So
I think he's going to have to do the former because I don't see Team Epping letting down too much.
Yeah.
They're all right. 1-1 after after 2.
So throwing lead rocks for the Ferris team is Xander Elms. Xander is from Drumbo, Ontario.
I've been there once.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Where is it? Like, where's
I can't tell you that. They didn't say I'd need to know any geography here.
I think it's sort of like a half hour from Kitchener. And it must be. He's a student right now at University of Waterloo. And this is his first appearance at the Tankard.
It's off to a good start.
Mm-hmm.
This is interesting. They've called this one in. I think a lot of teams would throw a center guard here.
Mm-hmm.
John's a very aggressive team, so he will ignore that and go with a out-turned corner guard. I wonder how many of these Savil's thrown in his life.
I know, eh? Many, many.
It's good to have Craig back.
Oh.
As we all know,
Yeah.
he had his battle with cancer, which he fought and won, and he's been out of the game. He actually helped Reed Carruthers quite a bit last year. He was their 5th at the Olympic trials, but he was itching to get back on the ice.
Yeah, it's great to see him back.
And he was quite emotional when they won that Grand Slam this year, having been away from the game, and then to come back and win at that level is incredible.
It is, yeah. Of course, he's also got a bio a mile long. He's just had such a successful career at this game.
Yeah, him and Brent came up through junior with John Morris. They won a couple World Junior Championships, and then they stayed together and they started rolling in the men's. They lost the 2001 provincial final to Wayne Madaw.
It's got to be tight.
And then they won it the next year. It was one of the quote-unquote strike years, but they went on and played Randy Furby in the Brier final.
Right. Yep.
Keep going. Go, 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 go.
Real nice guard there. Exposes a little bit of the stone, but the right side of it.
Right. John just going to freeze one in there, Pete?
He's going to try.
Yeah. Craig's from the Ottawa area, has a couple of kids.
He's now a financial advisor with Sun Life. He's been doing that for a few years to try to prepare for life after curling.
Yeah.
Hard! Hard! Stay on it!
It's interesting how similar him and Brent are, because Brent's in the same business now. He's working with World Financial Group.
Brent Lang is?
Yeah. He's sort of partnered up with a guy named Dave out of Alberta, who would be Brent's mentor, and Brad Jacobs is part of their team. So they were in North Bay last week at a charity event I was at, and they were all curling, and yeah, they're very active in that business when they have the time off, probably a little more so in the summer than during the season.
Yeah, for sure.
Big shot here, cannot afford to be heavy and bounce off.
Connor, get ready. Just Connor.
Did you ever curl with a left-hander?
Get ready, yes, Connor.
At the competitive level?
No, I did not.
Connor.
I can't really think of any in Ontario. That's okay. Tapped it a little bit, but some of his rock is buried. Val Sweden comes to mind as a great female left-handed player. There's lots in the men's game, but I don't know that many left-handed women. Brent's going to look to freeze into the pocket here. This is probably where his skill set's different from a lot of seconds. Like a lot of seconds, you're there for their big hit weights, clearing out double peels and whatnot, which is not Brent's strength. It's interesting. On Team Cooey, they've picked up Colton Flash this year, and he would be that prototypical second. Not that the kid can't draw, he can, but he can throw the rock 1,000 miles an hour.
It's okay to bounce this blue.
And then Brent can do that.
Yeah, no, he's got such a touch. And, you know, when they say, you know, his strength is not the peeling, he's still a hell of a peeler. He's, you know, a hell of a hitter. He's just an all-around great player.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah, at this level now, you need all the shots, so you get left behind pretty quickly.
Oh, yeah.
So Pat's called. He's tapping his hip. I assume that's board weight.
So I'm going to pronounce this fella's name here, Pete. It's Puneet Shanikia. He is the second for the Ferris team. First Tankard appearance as well.
I've actually curled against Puneet once, I believe, at the Toronto Cricket Club. I was playing with Rich Hart and my brother, and we were very lucky to win the game.
Makes a nice shot there.
Yeah, really nice touch there. He didn't even have hack weight.
Guess it does leave Epping a nice little chap in the eye here, does it, Pete?
Yeah, but it'd be hard. He could get shot rock out of this, but I don't think he can get at the shot rock right now.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Might be a hair full. By a hair, I mean lots of them.
Yeah, that one's definitely full. It's going to tick the guard.
Yeah, not his best. His first one was so good that it's locked in there pretty tight. I think Pat will probably try to tap his yellow up and just get some separation there.
What do you like?
This is Connor Duhame, I'm sorry. Connor's from Barrie, Ontario. Like you said, Pete, just had a brand new baby boy.
Yeah, congratulations to him and Chantel.
Get ready, Puneet. Get ready, Puneet. Okay, Puneet, go. Carve it, carve it. Carve it.
Yeah, this one was pretty wide of the target.
It's out.
Yeah, it certainly looks, Pete, in certain spots that there is a little bit of a sensitivity. If you get at all out, little outward release, it really runs.
Peel on the nose.
Matt Cam throwing peel weight here.
This would definitely be one of his specialties. He likes to throw the hard one. Nice double there.
Shot.
Might be able to get right there. Hack.
Is Karen left-handed?
Puneet! Puneet! Save it! Gotta go. Gotta go. Keep going.
Yeah,
This
another
one
one
is
running.
Keep going.
way out there.
Darn, that is.
Go, 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 go.
They say it's okay, but it's really not.
No.
They needed to remove that rock from the rings.
I'll keep tightening it up. It was a little solid. It was probably bored.
Control, peel, and sit two.
Well, you're only supposed to read those
Kunitz
ones.
move walked like Kunitz. I walked.
You
over
could
quite
throw,
a bit,
peel,
like
and
it
sit
actually
too.
because we were trying to roll away.
Not if you get it over the top, no.
So they're
This one over
talking
there,
about
and this one
peeling this one over the top. We can listen in here.
Oh, that's a quarter. It's a quarter rock. It's a quarter rock. Even if you pick it. What do you think? Is there anything else you're seeing? Unless you want to run. That or you just rip it, but he's just going to guard. I think Matty, I think it's a quarter rock.
John's pretty confident in this call. He can run the yellow over the top. It's going to make contact with the blue. Both yellows will leave the rings, as will the shooter. Possible jam on the back.
Yep! Whoa!
That was hard to do. He hit it too thin.
Yeah.
We're in trouble. I mean, we gotta at least cut them down. Like, cut down the scoring area, right?
Like this way, you can go either way.
That's jamming there right now. So, yeah. So the draw to the button that was light, it was on this side. It was somewhere around here, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
It's running a little straighter. How's that look?
Yeah, I think that's me, and I give me a seat. Yep.
No, I like the angle on this way.
So Pete, do you go in on this one if you're Pat Ferris?
Trying to block off some of the.
I think he's
other
trying
side
to.
of the
Yeah, he wants the
We're just
corner
freezing on
freeze
their
to
blue.
the blue with his out turn. Try to limit the scoring area for Team Epping.
It's probably up to speed now. They had some more draws down here, eh?
He's taking a little less ice than he took in the first end for this shot. He had that draw for one. He's probably taking 8 inches less ice.
This is Pat's 5th appearance here at the Ontario Men's
Yeah,
Tankard.
line! Hard line!
From
Hard
Grimsby,
line!
Ontario.
Hard line! You gotta go! Room!
I think a little deeper than what he wanted.
Yeah, probably a foot or two.
Mm-hmm.
With a third? Well, I got to get the 5 out.
Well, it might
I'm not keeping it. Like I think we're losing my shooter. Oh, I think so. I think you're losing your shooter, and you're trying, hoping this spins into here.
It's a lot closer than that other draw that I threw. I mean,
Goes past that one? Okay. You think a half? With control. Okay.
it's pretty much.
So trying to throw soft enough weight that they can make a play on their blue, punch the yellow probably out of the 8 foot, but then save the shooter.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, I'm thinking, can we not play with normal and sit 3?
What are you trying to hit? Are you trying to hit like a 2/3 kind of thing?
Yeah, 3/4. 7/8, 3/4.
I'm more good.
Okay. You think it goes out of there, everything goes, or do you think I'm in trouble if I don't? Normal? Oh, okay. So why don't we play your shot then? Yeah. I'm not convinced about this 7. So. No, I would just hate for all the yellows to stay. Yeah. So what are you thinking, like, normal? Is it ever going over the top of it?
Long discussion, Ian.
Yeah, he's concerned with the blue one, which is obviously it's gonna rub the red one that's biting the button. He wants to make sure that when it does, and it makes its way back towards the rock in the back 4, that it's gonna touch that stone.
Okay, let's play this, Matty.
I think it has to.
Hit half, roll here, make sure this gets back into it.
We don't have a perfect angle on it,
This
but
won't leave.
it's a long discussion.
It certainly is.
Well, yeah, I do, but we're going to leave him a double back, right? To sit 3. You got to be careful.
If you're throwing control, you hit like 2/3, try to roll here.
Try and get this thing out of that.
Spin here, and hopefully this goes there.
It's coming into here. Control, but like the key is to hit the thinner side. If I roll out, it's fine as long as that stays here. Okay? Yeah. Half.
So he's trying to unlock the blue and the yellow, punch the yellow one as far as he can, but the key to the shot, according to John, is to save his blue in front of the other yellow.
He's trying to kick that way over. Redirect, I think. Redirect, get rid of the 7.
Okay.
Save a shooter.
This is where we need a telestrator.
Yeah, for sure.
You'd be in charge of that, by the way. Art is not my forte. I'm limited to maybe drawing stick, man. That's about it.
There's, John's still very indecisive here. Not sure what to do.
Second to run in the guard now.
So, just straight peel the guard?
He's asking Brent and Craig what happens if he just peels the guard.
Well, if he just...
Let's call time, maybe? Timeout, please.
Now they want a timeout.
Okay.
Matty, what if I just rip? What if I just rip the guard? I guess he tries to freeze the pocket. I'm just really not convinced this is going when you make contact with what we want to.
He's very concerned that they're not going to punch that yellow one far enough.
On the nose with back 4. Push this out a little bit. Right here.
Let's play my original shot. We'll play my original shot. Control. Control's fine. Yeah, I agree. You're going to have to go on that yellow.
So back to the original shot.
Yeah, we're burning a lot of time to get back to the same place. It's a little bit like watching Cooey play.
Whoa, Sam!
Wow, that took a turn quickly. Well, it's a great shot, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it leaves a double, but the double direct jams.
Right.
So.
Why didn't you guys see that? Yeah, really.
I think that worked out probably better than what John anticipated.
Thanks for that shot.
It's always good when you take 6 or 7 minutes to make a call that the shot works out. I think Pat's going to try to hit and roll underneath here.
Even if we roll in front of that one, it makes it tough.
A little bit of Captain Obvious here, but he just absolutely cannot be wide.
Yeah. That would be disastrous.
Try to roll right dead nuts Barry.
Roll Barry would be perfect for him.
They're sitting two.
Definitely has to get rid of this Epping rock.
Does this seem like a lot of ice to you guys? Xander, you gotta go! You gotta go! You gotta go!
Yeah, this is
Right
way out there.
Right to it! Hard! Really hard!
Not the end of the world. It could have been worse.
Yeah.
This could be a draw for 2. His weight saved him a bit there.
It did, for sure.
Comfortable with speed here?
So John Epping, draw for 2 here.
Yeah, he doesn't quite need to touch the forefoot.
Slower. Should be really close.
Boys are working this one pretty hard.
Comes up short, Pete.
That's very uncharacteristic at this level to miss a shot like that. So after 3 ends, Epping leads 2-1. Got some other updates. Sheet A, Glenn Howard is now up a touchdown, leading Team Dow 7-0. Ballston is up 3-1 on Bice. Bice has the hammer. On sheet D, Thomas has opened up a 4-1 lead over Durrell. And we have a tight game on sheet E. McDonald leads 2-1 over Retchless. Retchless has the hammer. Got a little Snapchat here from Ben Hebert. He's looking good at work there. He's got the glasses on, little suit jacket, looking good. It's nice to see him put in probably puts in a day or 2 a month, I would say, at work.
Tell him I'm a big fan of the Sheet Show, by the way.
Who is not a big
I know.
fan of the Sheet Show?
Yeah, it's pretty funny stuff.
He's one guy, he can get away. I mean, people say stuff about me, but he can get away with pretty much saying anything, that guy.
It's kind of a natural in front of the camera, I've got to say.
Yeah, by the time you retaliate, he's laughing so hard that no one hears your comeback, so he just buries you. Very entertaining.
Oh, yeah.
Center guard there at a Craig. Some teams would go with a corner. Pat's choosing to draw around the center guard.
I'd have to say that, the Ferris team has dodged a few bullets here so far in this game, Pete.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Pat made a beauty in the first to get him out of jail. He made a great shot in the second to score.
Yeah.
And then, that was a pretty easy deuce for Epping that they missed.
Over curling, just leave it.
It's a good spot. We have a non-curling question here from Wayne Madaw.
Uh-oh.
He's an avid viewer.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
New rules in golf this year. You're allowed to putt with the pin in.
I
He wants to
know.
know if Ben will putt with the pin in or out.
Close.
I've golfed with Ben Hebert.
Whoa.
Whether the pin is in or out, it does not matter because when he
Go,
putts,
Matt,
the
just
ball
go, Matt,
goes
then.
nowhere
Go,
near
go,
the hole.
Matty. Go, just go.
So it's not going to affect Benny's scores at all.
Is Waymadah going to join us here this week at all, do you think? Going to come and watch a game?
We can ask Wayne. He will reply.
Mm-hmm.
He's been busy coaching Team Hasselborg this year.
Right.
He gets the occasional game, and he's using the crutch now, coming off that devastating leg injury he had. Decent come around there by Craig. Xander is going to try to throw the in-turn and corner freeze to the rock that Craig just threw.
Where is it? Hard. Drag it.
Benny replied to my comment. We're not going to read that on air. It's funny that he even has Tourette's when he types.
So I think, is this the first men's provincials? I think the other provinces don't start till maybe next week.
I know Quebec is done for sure.
Right.
Martin Crete,
Right.
former third stone for Jean-Michel Menard, made a great shot to defeat the defending champion in Quebec and make his way back to the Brier.
Whoa. Okay, go. Just go. Go, Sav. Go, Sav. Go. Yep. Good.
Just here.
Looking just to move these rocks around a little bit with back four weights. Most of the play has been to the center this whole week.
Where? Whoa, got a curl. Connor. All the way. Good.
Really nice touch there. That was well swept.
Make that double.
Doesn't have a lot of this stone. John's asking for the
You
double.
Like normal?
Don't know. You can maybe see
Make
half
the
of it.
double. Half a rock. Okay, control.
A lot of guys will whip this down. As we talked about Brent's strengths, he's going to throw control weight at this.
Yeah, I think if he hits about a quarter of it, you should get them both, Pete.
Yeah, it'd be hard to pick it over the top.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yep. Hard.
Really nice touch there.
Good.
Waymadah has replied. He will show up if needed to be Glenn Howard's fifth player only.
Well, we might want to get him up here in the
One or
booth
the
just
other.
to have a little chat.
It's always good talking curling with Wayne.
Okay, nose or hair high. Regular peel.
Pass decided. Instead of chasing this back blue one, gonna peel the center guard, try to open things up. I guess mission accomplished. Simple shot here from Matt.
Yep.
Brent Lang just taking a leisurely stroll down the ice.
Good. Good sweep.
Not a whole lot going so far in this end for Ferris in terms of generating a deuce. I'm going to try to hit and roll behind these staggered blues, but if he does do that, I think you'll see the two yellows disappear pretty quick. Be about a half a rock takeout for a guy who can throw it as hard as Matt. The rock will be right keyed on the other one.
Whoa! Whoa! Poon it! Poon it! Oh, yep! Xander! 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 Whoa! Whoa! Poon it! Poon it! Poon it!
Makes the hit and stick. John can see about, go over half of that rock.
Hawk.
I want to take this rock and roll away, get the play away from the staggered rocks here. Not that they're really a threat to Epping in any way.
Yep. Whoa, whoa, Salvo! Good, attaboy.
Nice shot by Matt. Apparently, Mary, we've put a baby on Team Pat Ferris to sleep listening to my commentary. It can't be yours.
You put it.
It's probably the nicest thing I've had said about my commentary throughout the week, so I'll take that.
Oh, wow.
And then you have the legend, Randy Furby, giving us a tie. He says, good job so far. The grand poobah curling there, the Furb.
Yeah. Again.
He's a great guy to have in the booth. He tells the truth.
Does he?
Absolutely, he does.
Now, do you think that's a good thing?
I'm trying to see how it goes, so we'll see.
Oh. No, then.
Over-under on me making it to the weekend's pretty slim, but whatever.
You're looking for back four.
Come on, Pete, I need you here.
Do my best. Outturn freeze here by Connors. Just got to curl a little bit. Was actually hoping to come across the face and freeze into the crotch there, but didn't quite curl enough.
I thought it would, once it crossed.
It's an open hit here for John.
Stay here more. This will come up.
This end's looking like a force here, Pete.
Yeah, I mean, have to be a mistake by John on one of his two stones to give up a deuce at this stage.
Yeah.
From what we've seen.
Here more, Matt.
I'm not noticing enough to even want
Yep.
to adjust. So
Whoa, yeah!
I do think Xander's rocks are slow. I couldn't believe how much they were slowing down.
Good shot by John.
There's definitely a bit of movement in that spot.
We have to be like almost full 8. So we almost have to be here, which is not ideal, but if we do that, we might actually have a shot for 2.
Bit of movement there.
Okay, so that board waiter, when we rolled that way, what did we have? We had something like this to roll the other way.
Pat's going to throw a little board weight shot here, try to remove the rock from the forefoot. Bounce over to those other blue rocks.
Yeah, a couple catchers over there. I mean,
When we rolled the other way, the other end?
he needs to stay dead in front, I would say, of the rock that is closest to the center line. If it goes all the way over to the pocket, it's not very helpful. Probably one of the simpler shots Pat's had all game, though.
Yeah. Absolutely. He's been stellar so far.
Okay, go then. Hard! Hard! Help him! Hard!
We got a...
It's a good shot.
Yeah.
Same shot.
Really nice controlled weight.
Jones just got to hit and stay, make him throw against 2.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wish they had gone. They said soft. So if they knew it was soft, they should have kind of got on it.
Big difference in the experience in the front ends here.
Oh, yeah.
Pat was just mentioning that if his team knew that rock was soft, they should get on it. But I mean, they're pretty fresh at this level where you got a couple intermediate curlers on Epping's team here.
Yep.
Easily the oldest front end at the slam level.
Mm-hmm. Gotta stick this. It works.
So Pat's going to draw here. He did throw this hit in the second end in the exact same spot. And then he threw the draw after that.
Yeah, he's had a couple of draws early in this game, Pete, so I think he feels pretty comfortable throwing this. Ferris, last rock, the fourth end, drawing for his point.
Backing.
Oh,
Xander. Xander line.
This is looking okay.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Very nice.
End of 4. We have a 2-2 tie in our feature game on sheet C with Epping having the hammer.
So tonight, Pete, at 8 o'clock, we get to see the women.
Yes.
Play. Yeah. You'll be off tonight. You get the night off.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to come back and watch some of the game, but my brother's obviously he's playing in the event, and his kids are here, so I'm going to have dinner with my 2 nieces and my nephew and my brother and my sister-in-law. So those are my evening plans, but then I'll come back and watch the ladies.
Yeah, we're going to be showing Team Horton up against Team Tippin tonight at 8 o'clock. So I think it's fantastic that we have the women and the men playing in the same event.
Yeah, you know what? For years, the slams were men's only, and then, you know, the women had one event only. And I think, you know, it's time we move on in the society. Curling is a sport where we play for equal prize money at least at the slam level. Some of the other bonspiels aren't as equitable.
Right.
But, and it's great to have everybody here together. It just creates a better atmosphere.
For sure. It's great for the women. You know, it's great for the spectators, too. There's nothing worse than being a spectator in a small curling club at a provincial championship and trying to fight your way just to see the game.
Yeah.
Get to come and watch the girls in the arena. I think it's great.
This is a great arena, too. For those who have not been here, it's excellent. It's a perfect size. There's some great stadium seating at the far end. They've created a little pub behind the sheets. We got a question from Peter Laidlaw. Is the broadcast booth licensed? I wish, Peter. This is a sober broadcast. We're professionals here. Well, maybe we're amateurs, but we're trying to be professional. Can't guarantee it'll be like that the whole week, but, you know.
We'll have to check with the boss, see if we're allowed.
I feel instead of checking, you're always better to do it and then apologize. It's always been my rule. Not saying that rule hasn't got me in a lot of trouble.
All right, fifth end here. We've got Epping with the hammer, tie game.
Over and off.
Elsewhere on sheet B, Team Bice has scored a 2 to tie up their game with Ballston, 3-3. They're in their 5th end break. Dow got on the board. They're down 7-1 without to Glen. I'm going to officially say they're in some serious trouble.
A little bit early.
Still
Hard.
2-1. McDonald leading Retchless on sheet E.
Okay, you're good.
They're a little behind. They're only in their 4th
Yep.
end. And at the 5th end break, Team Thomas leads Doral 4-2, and they have the hammer.
Just gotta sit. Okay, gotta sit. Good. Attaboy.
A little deep there by Craig, sliding that one just past the tee line.
No. No. We don't have a hammer.
Quite a few different options here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like this. When you're playing a very good team here, they're going to play aggressive. I think the only way to battle it back is with some aggression of your own. You're going to throw a center guard.
Yeah, he
Whoa,
originally looked at
whoa.
coming around
Connor's
following
rock.
Craig's rock in there, but I think that
Looks
would be
really
a bad
firm.
idea.
Well, that's what Epping wants you to do. That's
Yes.
why he went there in the first place.
Yeah.
Tap and roll.
This
Xander.
is quite an
Xander.
audible here.
Whoa. Connor.
We'll often talk
Connor, roll
about
it.
Plan B. We're definitely going a little deeper in the alphabet on that one. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
if you're at home teaching your
Try
kids
and
your
run that.
ABCs, I'm going to say that was
I don't know.
probably about somewhere in the
Obviously, it
middle of
rolled
the
a lot,
alphabet.
too, because
You don't expect to play a hit and roll off a guard when you're
No.
in the center. Worked out great, though. Brent's going to try the run back.
It was, I don't know right out of your hand, but really early on, the line was tight. So I don't know. I don't know.
Whoa.
We've seen the line with that rock, and it curls the same as the other one. So
Just a hair high. And he opened up his back one, which is unfortunate for Team Epping. And in doing so, now Ferris is going to take on the hit.
board.
Heard the guys talking about the rock that Punit just threw there, about whether it's the same as the others. He doesn't, he's a little worried about his team's trying to convince him it's okay.
Whoa. Yes. Whoa. No.
So Pete, he indicated
go.
he wanted to hit
Go.
and stick right in this spot. What do you think of that? Or do you like the roll more over to the center? Scares me being around corner guards when you don't have hammer. That's
Yeah, I mean, in staying over there, you look what John's going to do to answer your question. He's now going to play the center one and bring the play over towards that corner. So I agree with you. They might have wanted to try to roll that over.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Good.
We have a question here from Pete Newton. Wants to know what resource we would recommend for learning advanced curling strategy other than playing tons. I think as a curling fan nowadays, you have the opportunity to watch the top players play so much on both TSN and Sportsnet. Tons of curling coverage, so just watch as much as possible. You'll learn different styles. You know, take a team like Holman, they play wide open.
Yeah.
Team like Epping, very
Get ready,
aggressive.
Punit.
So much to learn from all these teams, men's and women's.
Whoa.
Well,
We used to have to
yeah.
drive and watch.
Yes, for sure. And you know, you've got TSN, you've got Sportsnet now. You know, you got Russ Howard, you got Kevin Martin, you got Mike Harris.
Hey, don't leave out Joan.
Let him know.
Absolutely. And Cheryl.
Cheryl's a beauty. Love Cheryl.
Yeah, you know, but, you know.
They all do a good job.
Russ Howard, like, come on. This guy is, you know, again, brilliant.
Yeah.
He likes to use that word a lot, brilliant.
He likes brilliant. He likes striking bands.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Gear
you've heard
effect.
about the gear effect. It's a thing.
Or this.
It's interesting. Kevin Martin doesn't think the gear effect's a thing, so maybe we can get those two to debate about it.
Oh, yeah.
Two people who've forgotten more about the game than I'll ever know.
But in answer to your fella's question there, yeah, there's so much of it on TV now.
Matt's just being asked to play a little quiet hit and roll here.
Yep. It's good.
It's a good shot. Notice how he's trying to keep the play towards the corner. They could have rolled behind the center guard, but the odds are they're going to be behind the tee line, and Ferris would just chase them down. So,
yeah.
Same weight.
And the beauty of this for Epping is that Ferris can't get the roll to the center or he's going to jam. So he's going to have to hit and stick right there.
Put it. Oh. Oh, put it. You gotta go. Really hard.
this one's hanging out on him.
Yeah, this is going to roll out. It's a nice setup for Epping now.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep. Whoa, yep. Whoa. Yes.
Looking for the roll behind the corner.
Whoa.
Over swept it big
yeah,
time.
Yeah.
Pat has to hit and stay here.
Sorry, Matty.
Doesn't necessarily need to roll behind one guard or the other. He just has to make sure he stays to force John to play a hit. If he rolls out, John will whip it around the guard pretty quick.
We could. It's not worth squeaking it. It's probably too fine to try to get behind that. We don't want to clip it. Yeah, like control, because we got a long way to roll. What do you guys think about this ice? It's a bit of a guess, but Punit's board went. Really want to.
Says it's a bit of a guess,
Gotta
but
stick it, exactly.
just seen the last rock come down. They should have a pretty good idea what it does. Big 3-ender scored by Retchless on McDonald to take a 4-2 lead after 4. Looking to bounce back after a tough loss this morning.
Gotta go, help him! Help him! Go right to it! Right to it!
Oh, wow.
Does he hang on there,
Hangs
Pete?
on for a biter as well.
Sorry, guys. I helped that a bit.
I like the honesty there out of Pat. He definitely helped out a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Intern. That was my old intern right there. Inside out.
So John will be happy with this. Gets to draw around his corner guard.
Yeah, I mean, he would have preferred they rolled out, but
Mm-hmm.
this is the next best thing, I guess.
More, Matt.
Can't afford to go deep here at all, or Pat will just follow him down. Wants this rock to be in the top 12th.
Whoa. Gotta whoa. Gotta whoa. Gotta whoa. Line's good.
A lot of room here.
Line's great.
Last night, these were really diving at the end, hog line am.
Going now.
Langer! Hard liner!
Oh, that's a nice shot.
That's a
Pete.
really, really nice shot. Pat's probably forced to play the run back if he wants to get at that. The danger there is if you over curl, you could jam, although that'd be a pretty big miss.
Yeah.
I think that's the call because
The problem in drawing around the center guard is that center guard is so long, it's very tough to leave your rock in a spot where John will not be able to chase it,
I drew beside
especially on ice this
here,
good.
but we were out to edge.
We have a final Mary over on sheet A. Team Howard
I think we
has
still were on
defeated
this side.
Team Dow
We gave a hair less. We gave there.
with a single
We were
point
tight
to
and
win the
wide,
game
right?
8-1
We were still on this side of it.
and cover the point spread, which was 4.5 coming into the game. For those that are gambling out there. Moves Howard to a perfect record of 3-0. Team Dow falls to 1-2.
Yeah, like half in the 8. Because it's such a high guard.
Back on our feature sheet here. After a little discussion,
You guys like this ice? Like
Pat's decided he's going to come around the center line guard. Like you say, Pete, it's a long guard, so I'm not sure he's going to be safe
I think
behind
a
there.
lot of teams would play the run back here.
Yeah, it's a short run back. I agree with you.
I mean, Pat's strength is his feel.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a real good soft touch. It's just it's such a high guard.
Put it in. I think it's. Oh. Just full 8. Whoa, 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 whoa.
The sweepers like the weight.
Stay close. Stay close. No, 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 no.
It's a nice shot, but it should be accessible. The out turn for John.
Fraction more. I'll let Langer finish it. Just back behind.
So a shot for 2 here for John Epping. 5th end to play.
Yep, yep. Yep. Whoa. Whoa, 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 Langer. Langer. Whoa! Sound now.
Really nice touch there by John.
Great shot. So, after 5 ends of play, we have a score of 4-2 for Team Epping over Team Ferris, and we're going to have a short 5th end break, and we will be back.
Why is curling such a passion for Canadian farmers? We think we know. In farming and curling, the idea is the same. It's about friends and family, teamwork, using the right tools, and getting it done under pressure. That's why New Holland and Pioneer Hybrid are proud to support Curling Canada, helping to grow the game we love. From your team at New Holland and Pioneer Hybrid, here's to success in the field and fun in the rink.
Every day you go new places. A small change in how you do things, or moving your things to a whole new town, or many things to many towns, all at once. No matter how small the move, it can be a big leap from where you are now. You've got it in you to go new places. So do we. We go there every day. We're here to help you move to places on the map, in the mind, in the heart, or all three.
Go new places with AMJ Campbell. Contact us at 888-AMJ-MOVE or amjcampbell.com.
I believe hard work and honest sweat are the building blocks of a person's character.
I believe farming nurtures the close family ties that make life rich in ways money can't buy.
I believe that true happiness comes from watching your crops ripen in the field, your children grow tall in the sun, your whole family feel the pride that springs from their shared experience.
I believe in farming because it makes all this possible. Long before the snow begins to melt, planning for the seeding season is underway. Start seeding off strong by using the right drill for the job. New Holland's P2082 disc drill precisely and consistently places seed and fertilizer for rapid nutrient uptake, and it does it all in one pass. Experience equal and even emergence through the innovation of New Holland. To learn more, visit your local New Holland dealer.
And welcome back to Draw 3 of the Men's Ontario Curling Championships, brought to you by Curl On and Title Sports Live. If you're just joining us, I'm Mary Chilvers along with Pete Stetsky, and we are covering the Ferris and Epping game. After 5 ends of play, we got a score of 4-2 with Team Epping. Ferris has the hammer here in the 6th end. Pete, I think that 2-ender might be the turning point of the game. What do you think?
I mean, so far, as we've talked about, Epping has had some chances. Pat Ferris has made a couple unbelievable shots to keep his team in it. But they're only down 2 with half the game to go. In theory, they're going to have 3 hammers to 2. So it's still tight. They need to bounce back with a 2 here. Find a way to generate some offense. That's one thing they haven't been able to do with the hammers so far.
That looks like a lot. It's really curling too.
They finally made it to the 5th end over on sheet E. Retchless is up 4-3 over Team McDonald. And we'll have the hammer when they come back. And Thomas has put another one up on the board to lead 5-2 over Durrell.
So where we're sitting, Pete, we do not get to see the clocks, how much time they have. I'm assuming they're running a little behind there.
Yeah, that's one thing I think. And remember how long Epping took on that one call. So
No, we don't need to curl if you're tight. Oh, okay.
Our final update, a steal of 1 in the 6th by Bice. They lead Team Ballston 4-3. We will be seeing Greg's sister, Megan, on our broadcast tonight. She's playing 3rd for Team Tippin. They will be our feature game that you ladies will cover.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Line's pretty good.
Pete, just briefly, speaking of the ladies, of course we know that, the #1 team in the world is in this competition this week.
Yeah, it's coming down. Yeah, hard,
of course, the clear favorite. Going to be tough to beat her. If you were playing against her, what tactic could you possibly take to maybe beat Rachel Homan?
Tackle her. They're on a run right now. I mean, Jennifer Jones has had runs like this.
Yeah.
But they've won 3 slams in a row. They've made 4 finals in a row. The one final they lost, they were actually 2 up coming home against Hasselborg. The only other team to knock them out of a slam was Hasselborg in the Skins game, the Elite 10. The reigning Olympians, the 3-time Canadian champions. So they're going to be tough to beat. But the one thing with this format is it comes down to one game.
Right.
In other sports, you've got your best of 5, best of 7. So you only have to beat her once. It's happened before. It's going to be tougher in the arena. I was part of a somewhat controversial article with Johnny Brazo, who writes for the Grand Slam of Curling. He was doing, predictions for the week, and he asked for my predictions, and I said that whether Homan wins or loses this, I would still send her to the Canadians. Because if our goal is to send the top team, she is clearly the top team. It's a very unpopular stance. I get that. But, a lot of other countries, that's how they determine their world representatives, their Olympians. And, I mean, she's earned it. The second best team in the field based on world ranking would be Team Harrison, and they're about 20th. So there's a big gap there. But there's lots of teams that could beat Rachel if Rachel's game falls a little bit and they play their best. I mean,
yeah, it's going to be a monumental task for anyone. But like you say, it has happened before. Jen Hanna beat Homan in the final a few years ago to go to the Scotties.
Hack on the nose?
Yeah, I mean, that was a big upset. I believe that was at the Thornhill Curling Club, and that's the main difference is Rach doesn't lose a lot of games once they get into an arena.
Right.
And a lot of the ladies' teams this year haven't had a lot of experience. I mean, Team Duncan, they're our defending champions. They had a great run last year. I thought it was great to see Cheryl Kraviasik get to go to the Scotties after having the disappointment of missing out on going to the Olympics.
Right.
Harrison's had some success against Rachel before. Her team, she took over Team Flaxey. They've won a Grand Slam, and coincidentally, they beat Rachel in that final. And then there's these young teams like Brandwood. They're going to have a real good chance. Murphy,
Justin,
young kid throwing skip. They've had a good year.
Yeah, they have.
Team Tippin's got a lot of talent. They haven't played as much this year because Julie had a baby, but they're back playing solid now. They earned their spot easily into this. So, Kathy Ald's a veteran. Frau.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's actually Horton now. Frau plays third, but you know, I think we're going to see a lot of really good games with all these women's teams this week for sure.
This is why you need a producer like Curtis Saville. He's just texted me and let me know. He's a producer at Sportsnet, does all of the Grand Slam of curling. We worked together at the Olympics. It was in Brampton. We're home and lost to Hannah. Thank you for that, Curtis.
Never listen to the thrower on those.
Well, we've got some rocks in play here,
We
Pete.
do have that.
Yeah.
Right now, the advantage in the end would definitely be with Epping. Controlling the front of the rings. They're laying shot rock in the back of the 4.
That's a little scary. No, but you can kick it. Okay.
Well, we were on, and I knew it was tight, and then it didn't really make a move. And then right when you yelled, whoa, and I was thinking about yelling, whoa, and it started to break.
Well, I was tight, so I was like, maybe just going to chop, like stuff it.
It held pretty well. Like if we go coast to coast, that's probably right in front of it. Yeah.
Aggressive call here for Joe. He might switch.
I just didn't know what I liked, to be honest with you. I kind of like coming down and just tapping it, but I didn't want to leave so many booms around.
We can just see the house.
It's just the problem is I don't think it was automatic. I don't know.
Yep.
You got to flow.
Is it? You want the out?
Also not good to leave a highland up there on the other side. So I don't think
We need to show the rings.
Yep. Whoa.
When they're showing discussion, you need to show the rings.
It's good.
Nice shot there through the hole. The problem with it is it does leave a couple of stones.
edge.
That Ferris can come down to.
Won't control over roll. Yep, yes, yes.
Throwing quite a bit of weight here.
Yes, oh, yes, 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 yes.
That's okay. No worries.
Rolled just a hair too far, but they do sit shot rock.
Right in the tee.
John's asking Matt to come down and throw the out-turn freeze. Really needs, he doesn't need to come all the way to the Yellowstone, anywhere in front of it.
Yeah.
Struck a chord here, Mary, with Dylan Tippin. The husband of Julie. I never thought I'd hear an announcer more biased than Russ or Mike. You proved me wrong. For starters, I doubt it's the first time anything has been proven wrong about Dylan and curling. And like I said, I know the comments about Holman won't be popular. It doesn't mean I'm cheering for Rachel. It doesn't mean I say they're going to win. But I think it'd be very hard to argue that they are not the best team in this event and the world.
Well,
Hasselborg might dispute that.
No, we just look at the facts. There's always a favorite at these events, and it's hands down it's Rachel Holman. It doesn't mean she's going to win it, but it's going to take.
I guess that's the call.
Well, absolutely. There's no guarantee she makes the playoffs. I mean, curling is curling.
Right.
But
Just get
on
to the
paper,
nose
they're
and head it
definitely
off,
the
right?
team to beat.
Sure.
Just
So
here.
we got a little bit of a discussion going on here, Pete. Let's have a listen.
What do you like for ice? Because that's second. Well, sorry. Unlock that so that that can be brought back into second.
You want to just get it right on the nose? Like right here?
Yeah.
Line-wise?
The key is we want to be shot. So I'm thinking like here, Connor. What do you like for ice? I think it's...
So, Pete, I think Epping maybe went a little deep on that last draw.
Yeah, they got lucky. They got a little rub off the yellow.
Yeah.
The sit shot rock, and they're glued right to their own. So there's not a lot Pat can do with that stone.
No.
It's completely buried. They're gonna try to unlock the back blue and get max curl once they get past this guard. That level of woe doesn't suggest Pat was overly happy with the throw.
Really gotta go. Really gotta go.
Again, just hanging that line. Yeah, that's not a good result.
Yeah, that one will cost you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. That's scary. And the in off too is scary. Maybe you just try and go
that
here.
was part of the problem. It was like here.
Okay.
It would have been a lot closer with it.
No.
Still
Let's
might
just
have
go,
been
yeah.
too much, but it would have been clear.
Exactly. So that's good. Yeah.
So John's going to try to draw in and bite the button here in line two.
It's kind of top 8 in a line with ours. I don't think
Obviously, the
It was getting
option to be a little bit short here.
top 8. Yeah. 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 Okay. It's not as it's not as slow as the other paths.
Well, I could throw my trusty out and draw to the other side. And the can is there.
John Epping's first shot here in the 6th.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Line's not really close here. They're just trying to sweep it now to close the hole down.
I guess he doesn't have that run now because he's by that rock.
Still that little bit slower.
That's where you see the veteran sweepers there. They, even though there was no line on that, they swept it as hard as they could because one of the outs was that out turn slash, and they've now taken that away.
The last time we actually were a bit
Tough shot coming up here for Pat. This is the spot he's thrown a couple of draws, made them both.
We're covering pin, and that's
But this has got to be the toughest of the three so far.
So he's just going to try to draw one in here, Pete. Top button. Sure doesn't want to hang this one out and leave Epping anything.
That's one of those. I mean, tight's no good, wide's no good. It's just one of those he has to make perfect.
Yeah. First rock for Pat Ferris. Down 2 with the hammer. Got to make a pretty precision draw here.
go, 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 go. I agree. Go, 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 go.
Tight for line early.
Go, 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 go. Hard line. Hard guy. Hard guy.
Don't want to bounce this off.
That's a great shot.
Wow, great shot by Pat Ferris. Man, he came to play today.
Yeah, it's an absolute game saver. They give up a steal there. They're in major trouble.
Yeah.
See, that's what I need. This is what Punin and I need.
Another discussion we'll have a listen to here.
It's good if you nut it. Okay. Okay. No, I see both. I don't mind that at all. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. Thin 2/3.
We're a bit of a sitting duck still, but we didn't really have much choice. I was kind of hoping to get in.
Thin 2/3.
Hard on any spillage. I don't know if that 6 could move or not.
John's gonna try to run that blue one into the middle there. Get rid of these yellow rocks on the button.
John loves these kind of shots. He's made a living throwing these things.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yes! Likes it.
There you go.
Wow, what a great shot by John Epping.
It's a decent result.
My goodness.
Now poor Patty's got to go down and make this draw again.
Again.
This time against fourth.
Here's
Two
the
of which
replay,
are on the
Pete.
button.
Maybe give me like.
John liked this halfway down.
What's that?
He knew he had it. What a great shot. Just angles it in. Gets them both.
Always thinner than you think.
Great shot by John Epping. So Pat Ferris drawing for his life here again. Sixth end.
That's more, that's more, that's more.
Sweepers think it's a bit hot.
No, it's more, it's more, it's more. I would wait, I would wait. Line's fine, I would wait. It's all you.
I would wait, it's all you. Oh no. They got to really go on this now.
Cut him down to 2. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty good shot to give up a steal of 2 there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I felt like it was more.
So at the end of 6, Team Epping takes a 6-2 lead
I know.
over Ferris.
I did too.
A great shot there by John Epping.
It certainly
Sorry,
was.
I really did feel, I kicked a little harder and I really felt like we could wait a split
Yeah, that
second,
was,
especially because the line was good.
That
These
last
guys
draw,
were
Pete, one of those situations the skip thought he
I just
threw,
gotta tell you
threw
how I
more than
felt
he
compared to
probably
the last
did
one,
and
like-
called the sweepers off.
Can't draw the pin.
Yeah.
I think they could have got it there.
Oh, they definitely could.
Yeah.
I mean, they just lost that little bit of momentum by getting off of it. The line was perfect the whole way.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Another good throw by Pat. I mean, he's
Yeah.
really at his weight.
He's got to be happy with how he's played here today.
They were down 3 in their game this morning against Howard, and they scored actually they were down 4 and they scored 3, and then stole one to force an extra end. So they're capable of doing it. They're going to need a little bit of help, obviously.
Yeah.
Want to clear up the question there for Mr. Tiffin.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a comment on Homan's team. He feels I'm very biased towards the Slams.
Okay.
I will say guilty as charged.
Uh-huh.
I mean, the Slams,
Good.
they're the elite event in curling. You have all the top teams in the world. The top 15 men's and ladies get invited to every Slam. A lot of the teams like an Anderson, Cotter, teams like that, that's where they're sort of ground, Mike McEwen, where they launched their careers, and then were able to get into big events. Like the Briar is a huge event. The Scotties is a huge event. I mean, Slams weren't around when I grew up. Those were what I wanted to aspire to play in. But now it's great that we have the slams for those teams who don't get the opportunity to play in a Scotties. You know, come out of a tough province like Ontario, Alberta, Manitoba. So
yeah,
I am guilty as charged there, Mr. Tippin.
I think part of the problem is in order to play in the Slam Series, you basically that's your job.
Yep.
You can't have a full-time job. You can barely have a part-time job and be able to go and play the Slam Series. So not everyone gets that opportunity. And then it becomes all those Slam teams get so much better than the other teams only because they're playing all the time. You know, so
it is a choice, though. Like, that's the one thing I will say for people who feel left out. Everyone has the same 24 hours a day, and you can choose to spend it how you will. The teams that are out there, they didn't come out of junior and wake up with $150,000 in sponsorship. I use Brad Jacobs as the example all the time. He got his car and drove all over the province trying to get better, learn the game, play the game. They had no sponsorship, and that was their choice. That's not for everybody. I mean, I quit the game because I needed to go and work to make money. It comes down to choices. It's very hard for teams to break through now, unfortunately. It used to be easier 20 years ago.
But really got to get it off the center. You got to go. You got to go.
It's really hard to do both. To have a career and to play at that level.
Absolutely.
Go, 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 go.
Greg Ballston, I believe, just missed a draw, but he did score 3 to retake the lead over Team Bice. They will lead 6-4 going and playing the 8th end.
And on our feature sheet here, Ferris has a couple of corners up here. And
perfectly placed.
Yeah, Epping's rocks are quite nicely placed as well, so he's going to just put a guard on these.
Yeah, this is the beauty of the 5-rock rule and a bit of the nightmare of the 5-rock rule if you're trying to defend the lead like John is here. You know, it's 5 rocks in the end, there's 5 rocks in play.
Yeah.
Not ideal when you're up 4 points.
No.
But the 5-rock sort of forces you into that.
So now Ferris needs to make a decision here what he wants to do.
This way. Yeah.
What do you think, Pete, of just moving some rocks, some of those blue rocks around? Pushing them back behind the tee.
That's a great call. I think you'd see maybe other teams throw backline weight and maybe try to tap this in behind your 2 yellows and make sure you're going to keep your shooter around, right? It's a little early in the end to worry about those blues.
Yeah.
Out of your guard.
Okay.
This one's right on the tee line. This is right on the tee line. You want to guard?
This would be pretty aggressive, Mary.
Well, I was just going to say to you, this is really interesting because up 4 points, I would assume you'd see them start peeling some guards, but he likes where his rock is on the tee line.
Just over.
I think he might throw the peel if there were an opportunity to make a double peel, but there's no easy double peel because your blues are in the way in the rings.
Yep. Whoa. Just want to keep an angle. That's fine. That's good.
Tap that in. Board plus.
Staggered the guard there, take away a run back.
I think what Pat's looking at is tapping the blue and yellow. Get that yellow one behind the corner.
Yeah, it's almost the same shot that you called on the last one. Yep, absolutely.
Except not with that ice. I think now he's chose to hit.
Yep. Really hard. Really hard.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, it just doesn't accomplish very
No,
much.
it doesn't.
Now you might see John go up and peel.
There he goes. No.
He is a gambler.
He is, yeah.
I mean, for the most part, I mean, Pat's played very well, but I would say it's fair to say that Team Epping has out-curled Team Ferris in the game, and maybe he just wants to keep applying the pressure here. I mean, they built this lead by playing aggressive, so.
Yeah. They're not liking the look of this one.
Langer, go. Hard, Langer. Hard, Langer. Hard. Whoa, that's good. Very good.
Oh, that had a nice curl to it, Pete. Seems like it's kind of a late curl, huh?
Yeah, a lot of the finish is hog line in.
Yeah.
You know, provided you have the right weight. Just looking at.
It will curl it. It's going to curl a bit this way.
Is he looking at going through the hole?
That good?
That's what it appears to be, eh? There is a hole. It's very small.
Pat's already got through one of these earlier in the game in the first. It's definitely what they're attempting. Ooh,
Well,
got a little
bit of a bonus.
Yeah, nice little Rob. And sets up
Yeah.
a very easy double. Langer just hates that. He can't believe it. Look, he can't believe it.
Come on, Langer. That's the game of curling. You got to expect that.
He's looking at us. I mean, that was a pretty good result.
Yeah.
You know, wasn't overly close to making the shot they called, but they got
Nope.
a great result. Matt's going to throw the peel here. Good chance now for Ferris to score 2. Ooh.
Just makes it.
Tick
Doesn't
shot.
quite make it, actually, but come around that corner now, Pete. What do you think?
Yeah, what are we
Threes?
at here? It's thirds last. He's probably going to make a play on the Blues.
You could do this. I'm just thinking.
It's tricky to make a play on the Blues and not leave a
double.
A double.
Yeah.
I mean, you go over there, John's going to hit the open one and lie 3. And you've only got
Yeah.
2 rocks to get rid of the 3 stones, so I think they do have to make a play on the blue.
Forward. Yep. Close. Yes. Whoa. Xander. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Xander.
He got the separation he was looking for between his 2 yellows. I mean, there's no way he was going to kill both those rocks. He wasn't trying to do that.
Even that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even that one ran so straight.
About a half a rock, eh?
Good throw.
John's looking at the double here.
Normal, hit and roll right over there.
Going to throw normal weight and just play the roll. Not a lot of ice.
Isn't this John's favorite, the intern?
Yeah,
The
I
intern
mean,
hit.
he won the Canadian Open one year in Yorkton, and he made about 4 or 5 just insane in-turn run backs. So
Yep.
a little unlucky. Good opportunity now for Ferris to score a deuce.
Forward. How's that look?
It's at any thinner, He punches the other one sideways. Any
Yeah.
thicker, he freezes right on it.
Hit and roll all the way over. If we roll like, you know, into the full 8, like over on the wing, there should be no double. Board. You guys like this ice?
Last rock of the 7th then. Ferris open hit for 2.
No, 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 no. Xander! Xander!
Looking for that late finish on this one. Yeah, it really finished hard there. Good shot.
Little slash double here, maybe.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought that was last
I think
rock,
we had
Pete.
a little solid and a little bit too much ice.
All good.
It's already been a long day.
Little solid, and I think it was a little too much. I was thinking about the one that we played really early in the game where we were trying to roll that way.
Not if you moved pretty good there, though, too. But, yeah.
Half a rock.
John's going to try to hit half a stone here, kill both yellows. Doesn't care whether a shooter sticks around or not.
Yep! Whoa, yep!
No mistake.
Beauty.
Good play in. Thanks. I guess I got to play this way. I think I got to play the other
Gives
turn.
Pat a chance here to blank the end. Move on.
Heel. Blank. Hairless.
It's interesting now with these analytics how some of the teams will take a point in certain ends. That certainly doesn't apply here when you're down 4.
No.
But I've seen teams in a tie game draw for 1 in the 8th.
Yeah, I was actually just
Yep,
having that
hard,
discussion
hard,
yesterday
right
with
to it.
someone.
Clean.
There's a lot of emphasis now put on scoring in the even ends, etc.
Yeah, I think almost too much.
I kind of agree with you, Pete. I'm like, I think, well, I think scoring when you have hammer, scoring, you know, multiple end is key.
I always try to score more points than the other team. I didn't really care when I got them.
Right. I understand it, say, in the 8th end of a 10 end game. I think it's quite important. But other than that,
Jerry Gertz has done a lot of work in that area. He's actually coaching teams or been hired by teams on the analytics side to help them out. And
Yeah.
it's not as much generic as it is. They're comparing the results of different teams in different situations and trying to use that to their advantage. You know, it's a little bit like the money ball theory in baseball.
right.
What people forget is the Oakland A's never won the World Series.
Starting to curl now.
Good shot by Craig.
Oh boy.
I don't know why they decided to sweep it just beyond the tee line, but
Yeah.
a little bit lazy.
Oh, Xander going to put up the corner guard.
While that's happening, we can update. Big goings on sheet E. McDonald in the 6th and 7th end has scored 2, both of them steals. So he trailed 4-3 without the hammer. He now leads 7-4, playing the 8th end, looking to continue to go undefeated.
Normal.
And we have a final on sheet D. Thomas has knocked off Durrell 7-2 after 8 ends. So we still have 3 games out on here. Ballston up 6-4, playing the 8th end against Bice.
And an unfortunate miss here on our sheet, corner guard slipping into the rings.
Yeah, that makes things real tough when you're trying to score a 3-ender.
Yeah. But the beauty of this new rule, Pete, you can put another one up.
You can.
And it can't be removed, so he has hope. I really wasn't sure I was going to like this 5-rock rule, Pete, but I do. I like it a lot.
I mean, it's a fairer rule than the 4-rock. The 4-rock was great if you needed
Connor
a steal,
Shock.
but it didn't really help you out too much when you had the hammer.
Connor
So
Shock.
it's amazing how teams are afraid now coming home with a 2-point
Hard,
lead
guys,
without the
get it
hammer.
Oh,
over.
yeah,
Go,
you're
go,
not
go,
safe.
Go, go, go.
There's
at
been
all.
numerous
Right
games
to it from
at
line.
the highest level where teams have scored 3.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Under the old format, obviously, they would just peel that guard. They're not allowed to now, so John's going to loop another one around into the rings here. Try to guard their shot rock.
Close. Hard line. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 that's perfect.
Yeah, that's a good spot.
I'm a little nervous.
They're going to play the freeze here. You'll see Epping probably try to blast it out, and if they do, they're in a real good situation with just the one guard, and basically they've
Line's
taken
pretty
away
good.
that guard already by having 2 rocks underneath it.
Okay, well then, got to stop. Are we bumping for sure? Okay, go then, Connor. Go, 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 go. Get to the nose. Okay.
Just a foot too much there, Pete.
Yeah,
Weight looks good for you to go here.
tons of separation.
What kind of weight?
That's okay.
Hawk?
When you played in these events, Mary, did you, if you had to draw off, did you come to the arena and watch, or did you stay back in the hotel? Sort of, what was your situation when?
Well,
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
the
whoa.
very first time, of course, we were so excited to be part of the championship that, yes, we did go to the arena. But if you remember who my skip was, and it was Allison Goring,
Yes.
who was a veteran, she told us right off the bat, you know, you might want to go back to the hotel and rest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a long week.
it is a long week.
It was not a great result there.
Full 8.
They were trying to roll underneath. Brent actually hit the wrong side of the rock there, leaving Ferris lying 1. They're going to try to freeze to the second shot stone of Team Epping.
Connor's rock.
Yeah, if they can get the perfect corner freeze here, that would
You
accomplish
gotta
a
curl
couple
it.
of
Play
things.
The weight. Should be okay. Play the weight.
Definitely
Coming
protect
down.
the
Go.
rock on the button.
Looks light. Go. Lock it. Lock it. Lock it. Go, 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 go.
That staggered situation going.
That's a real nice shot.
Very nice.
Nicely swept, nicely thrown. Now a little bit of trouble for Epping.
Probably.
You could blast that front yellow, can't you, Pete?
You could.
Not
I mean,
sure it matters. You still probably have to play it. Throw Hawk. Let's try and get this thing to bounce back here. Make a pocket. Okay? Hawk on the nose.
so there's the call. He wants to throw hack
Like
weight.
solid hack on the nose.
He needs to get rid of his blue rock. It's actually
It's hurting him, eh?
hurting
Yeah.
him big time. He's hoping to have enough weight they can spill the yellow towards the other yellow and maybe create a pocket. We didn't have to do our job there. John did it for us.
Whoa! That looks heavy. Close. Serve, serve, serve. Bounce, bounce. That's good, Matt.
That's a good result. They got both the yellows now out into the open.
That's okay. Yeah, that's what Maddie was saying. That was kind of nice there down there.
Good time for a timeout here, Pete.
It's
an important call.
Right now. I was wondering about splitting it. I don't know if I like that, but just the draw. Okay.
So just opting to draw around the blue rock on the side, the right-hand side.
Yeah, I think that's a better option than splitting. Splitting, you're never going to get the separation you need to avoid a guy who can hit like Matt Cam from killing two, if not all three of your stones.
Looks heavy. Are we hitting it? Are you sure? Okay, go. Yep. Yep. Hard. Put it in. Hard.
Trying to get a little tick here.
I think this would be a nice one to tell us straight up, but I think all three go for fun. It's almost a nose hit. Yellow on the yellow. The other one kicks the back yellow out the back.
Close, a millimeter center line side.
And the shooter goes out the side. And you'll be left lying 4 blue. There you go.
Just like that. Beautiful triple by Matt Cam. And of course, that was the problem of having all those rocks clumped into the 4-foot area, Pete. You got the hammer and you need points.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't want that rock to end up where it did. They needed to curl more. Came in there a little bit heavy, but it ended up just in a real unfortunate spot for Ferris.
What's the biggest hook we've seen?
Poon it! Poon it! Hard! Hard!
Still an opportunity for Ferris if they can get this underneath. Be double buried, right? Behind the guards. Shot rock. Great shot there by Connor. Actually came out, Mary, maybe a bit the other side.
Peeking out the other side. See, maybe a quarter to a half. Quarter. Hack weight.
Crucial steal of 1 in the 8th end for Team Ballston. They now lead 7-4 over Bice, playing the 9th.
Yeah, I was finish up enough. It should, like, if I was throwing it, I would have been taken somewhere around there.
Yep. Whoa. Later. Later. Whoa. Sam. Whoa, 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 whoa.
No mistake there by John.
No, that's hard for you guys.
Come off that, so I'm thinking like here.
Paddle will basically be trying to replace that rock, only not show John that little sliver he had. The other thing he's got to watch, you can't come all the way to the tee line here. John will be able to follow him down or play off his own stone. He's looking to keep it parallel with John's shot rock.
We're aiming for like the equivalent of nibbling the top 4. We can't go too deep, otherwise he can come off as blue. Yeah.
Well, Pat's made some great draws here in this game, so
I guess I can give you what
he's
I
got
just
one
gave you
more
for
in
those
him.
draws, eh? 'Cause
Yeah, even the one he missed.
Yeah.
Had to go another foot.
Yeah.
And they sort of stopped sweeping it, so he's been spot on with his draw weight.
Put it in. Put it in. Well, it's got to be buried. It's got to be buried. So finish it. Take it right back. Take it right back.
A really good weight. He just needed more curl out of that one. John's going to try to just tap it back with backline weights.
The 8-foot line. Straighter. We probably should have just gone a little bit sooner. I honestly thought it was going to be a little slower there because it was more up the middle earlier, but so I just threw the draw to the button weight. Probably did throw it.
Final shot for John Epping.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Saville just brushing it in. It's like a great shot.
Yeah, nice,
Sits right
nice
there.
weight by John there.
Same as
Seems every time we play coming home here, Pat has the same shot to score. You know, he made it in 2, he made it in 4, missed it in 6, and that's sort of been the difference in the game.
Certainly.
Yeah, just saw the draw to the button weight. Do you think that corner rock's ever in play there? The one on the left? That's a lot. Get ready to carve it to the backing. Get ready to carve it. Put it. Put it. Put it. All you got. All you got.
Nicely swept there by Punit to get it over. Secure the single for Team Ferris. So at the end of 8 ends is Team Epping 6, Team Ferris 3. Retchless scored a single in the 8th end. Now trails McDonald 7-5 without the hammer. Over on sheet B, they're throwing skip stones in the 9th end with Ballston leading 7-4.
1, but 1.5. Then go, yeah. Not too deep because they're, I don't know if they're taking it.
So you'll see 2 center guards here out of Ferris. Saville's going to play his first tick shot of the game.
Want to make bets on this, Pete?
You go first. Ladies first.
Okay, he's going to make it.
Do I have to cheer against them now? Is that how this works?
Oh, geez.
Oh, what do you owe me?
Well, what's your beverage of choice?
my next one. Oh.
That was close. So we're going to see another center line guard, a high guard just over the hog.
Yeah, you can't just lob these ones down on the center line anywhere because the double peels are so easy nowadays. They're going to try to create max separation.
And, you know, as a lead, these are not easy shots, Pete. Just over the hog line.
Yeah, hard on the sweepers to judge as well.
Yeah.
It's Connor's rock. Line's okay.
A little deep, I think.
Yeah, not bad, but yeah, sorry. It's very much in the range of the double peel.
Yeah.
John's decided to forego the tick shot on this one and draw right around to the 4-foot.
Yep. Okay.
Nice weight here by Craig. Just needs it to sit down.
Nice shot.
Bite the 4.
Opponent looking to throw the out-turn freeze.
Come around it, or is it? No, that, whoa, it looks close. Just Connor, if anything. No bounce. Good.
Now we'll finally see some peels out of Team Epping here. Really, their goal this end is just to score a 1. You'll probably see handshakes.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Oh.
Very close.
Ferris opting to throw another log on the fire. They could throw another guard if they wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
I think this early in the end, you might see John have Lang take a run at the run through here.
So you're thinking maybe another guard would have been a good idea?
I think this early in the end, another guard's probably
Bounce it. Hard for line.
probably the shot.
Hard for line. Hard for line. You got to go. You got to go for line. Go, 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 go.
I mean, if you throw it there, they're going to peel it for sure.
For sure, yeah. Johnny's going to fire one down here and see what he can get rid of.
Okay.
Yeah, they're going to do what I
Well,
thought.
that's not great for him.
John's thought is they don't have to be as aggressive and go for the run through because he doesn't love how the yellows are situated for Team
Right.
Ferris. But the boys down here want to take a crack at it.
Yeah. I don't think it could hurt them.
They've opted to just straight peel it. Yeah, there was really no way that the run through could possibly hurt them.
No.
No way to stuff it on that blue.
Well, he can't. He's going to make the move.
Are they having the opening ceremonies tonight, Pete?
They are.
Yeah.
You get to enjoy those.
Well, that's one of my favorite things of these competitions. Love it.
Put it. It's you. Got to go for line it. No.
This is coming in a little too
Yeah,
tight.
yeah, go, go, go. Freeze it, freeze it, freeze it.
Yeah, not what they were looking for. I think Matt will be able to get rid of, obviously, one for sure. Probably the top one as well. I'll have to see if these striking bands are as lively as the ones that are on TSN all the time.
Brand new rocks here this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're actually going to touch the stones up after tonight's draw.
I was wondering about that. They are, eh? Okay.
Talked to the ice maker, Darren. He said they're going to do that.
Okay.
It's a good shot.
That's a great shot, yeah. Gets them all off the 4-foot.
Yeah, all the guards are gone now. Gonna be tough. You need a pretty big mistake out of John to get a steal.
We need a miss.
Pat's right. There's no sense of just guarding this now. You probably throw another one around that corner guard and try to load the rings and hope John makes a mistake.
So we've got a timeout here by Team Ferris. We'll listen into their discussion.
But we need a steal of 2 at some point. So my thought is just lay 3 and we need a miss. That was what I was thinking. We need a miss. Right? Like one isn't like we may not have a chance to steal more than one next end, so he makes them a lot. We need a miss. This is the end where you steal 2 if you get a rollout.
Yeah, that's a nice call by Pat. He's right. I mean, they're in an unfortunate situation where they need to steal multiple. So the best way to do that is to load the rings. We have a final now on sheet B. Ballston stole 1 point in the 9th end. Final score is Ballston 18, Bice 4. Moves
like
Greg's record to 2-1, and Bice falls to 0-3.
Looks really heavy. Looks really heavy. It hasn't even curled that much.
We haven't seen too many draws to the wings, Pete.
No, I mean, there was one on the other wing that John threw, but that's it. Last night they threw this draw a few times, and a couple of guys threw it through the rings. They thought it was the fastest spot on the ice.
Yeah. Well, I think generally it is a little quicker to the wings.
Ice is still pretty fresh out there compared to the, you can wear down the middle with so much play heading to the 4-foot. Going to see another rocket out of Matt Cam here.
Half is good too. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. That's good, Matt.
That's a real good shot.
Matt.
There's a double there, eh? Okay. Do we like board still? It's not really doing much, eh? Just knows that there's a double, but what are we going to do?
So, Pete, I think is Pat just going to hit this
like that?
I mean, stick on this
it hasn't been going crazy
Epping
at all.
rock?
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing fancy about this.
Yeah, hope that gets a rare mistake out of Epping.
So you can hear John and Matt talking. John's talking about playing the double.
Yep. Right to it. Right to it. Right to it.
So yeah, he's just trying to limit any potential damage by removing the yellow stones. He doesn't care if he shot rock or not. Now with his next one, he'll face 2. Even if he hits and rolls out, he's 2 up with the hammer coming home.
Clean. Clean. Thanks.
Nice double by John.
But I think if we do it, we got to be biting.
It's no good spot to put this rock, I don't think. I mean,
Might as well stay
your
out.
best is probably to guard it, but be on the rings and hope that John misses the double.
Bit of a guess, eh?
I mean, if you split the rings here, John's going to have an open hit. The odds of making a mistake there are pretty slim.
Yes.
We just haven't seen it.
I'm
we've
wondering
seen
though,
this.
has John thrown very many draws in this
If I was
game?
gonna
He will
go
not draw here, no matter
No.
where this rock is. Well,
Yeah.
this rock would have to be short of the rings for John to draw.
Yeah,
It's
that's
been a while since John's drawn.
and that's what I was thinking. But then, yeah, if he puts
Like
it
a
short of the
2.5
rings, so he
to
steals
3?
one, it's still a plus for John, right? If he doesn't make the draw, so
Just straight guard now.
he is going to guard it.
2.5 to 3 though for the. Now I'm wondering how much more it's going to curl off that hill if there's one, but.
I would guess there's a better chance of John missing the double if there's, say, 5-6 feet of separation than missing the draw, but it has been a while since he's thrown one.
Line should be good though. I think sweep for tight. Sweep for 3. Line's good. Line's good. Line's tight if anything. Get ready. Poon it. Poon it. Poon it all the way. Gotta go.
It's a good spot. Forces John to draw.
Good sweeping, guys. Thanks.
They must have heard you, Mary. They knew John hadn't thrown a draw in a
Maybe,
while,
eh?
so
Yeah.
trying to force his hand here.
Yeah.
Do we keep playing if he makes it? I've seen Ford play. So unlikely, but I don't know if you just go through the motion. I don't know.
So we're in the 9th end here. Final rock for John. Front ends communicate the speed is the same as it's been all game, which is a tribute to our ice makers. John thinks he's heavy.
Sweepers are
Yeah, they're with
on
it.
and off, yeah.
These two wouldn't even listen to John on something like that. They're going to trust themselves.
Get up there.
Looks pretty good to me.
It's a good
Great
shot.
shot by John.
Good game,
And handshakes.
Handshakes around. Well, Pete, that was a close game for a while there. I'd have to say that Ferris did dodge a few bullets early on, and Pat himself had fantastic drawaway that kept them in this game.
Yeah, Pat played great. I mean, his team got out curled a little bit, but he was able to hold them in there for as long as he could. Still a really good start for Ferris. They're 1-2, but they've already played the two favorites, right? So they've got those games out of the way, and they've got maybe an easier path ahead of them.
Absolutely.
And for Epping, they've had a great day today, bouncing back after the loss last night to Wretchless. They're now 2-1.
And that will conclude our coverage of Draw 3 of the Men's Ontario Tankard, with Team Epping defeating Team Ferris. Tune in tonight at 8 p.m. when we will be showing the first draw of the Women's Ontario Scotties, featuring Team Julie Tippin against Team Lauren Horton. Until then, on behalf of the entire TSL crew, we wish you a wonderful evening.
Why is curling such a passion for Canadian farmers? We think we know. In farming and curling, the idea is the same. It's about friends and family, teamwork, using the right tools, and getting it done under pressure. That's why New Holland and Pioneer Hybrid are proud to support Curling Canada, helping to grow the game we love. From your team at New Holland and Pioneer Hybrid, here's to success in the field and fun in the rink.
Every day you go new places. A small change in how you do things, or moving your things to a whole new town, or many things to many towns, all at once. No matter how small the move, it can be a big leap from where you are now. You've got it in you to go new places. So do we. We go there every day. We're here to help you move to places on the map, in the mind, in the heart, or all three.
Go new places with AMJ Campbell. Contact us at 888-AMJ-MOVE or amjcampbell.com.
I believe hard work and honest sweat are the building blocks of a person's character.
I believe farming nurtures the close family ties that make life rich in ways money can't buy.
I believe that true happiness comes from watching your crops ripen in the field, your children grow tall in the sun, your whole family feel the pride that springs from their shared experience.
I believe in farming because it makes all this possible. Long before the snow begins to melt, planning for the seeding season is underway. Start seeding off strong by using the right drill for the job. New Holland's P2082 disc drill precisely and consistently places seed and fertilizer for rapid nutrient uptake, and it does it all in one pass. Experience equal and even emergence through the innovation of New Holland. To learn more, visit your local New Holland dealer.